You're watching ABC 7 News at 5:30.
Welcome back. Some strong storms pushing through the Suncoast earlier this afternoon, but things calming down a little bit now.
That's right. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan for the latest. Bob, how is it?
Yeah, we're going to give it an all clear, I think, as far as any potential severe weather threat for the remainder of the evening and this cold front event right now. It looks like the intense line of storms is weakening as it pushes to the southeast. There still could be some into central Charlotte County, but the chances of that is starting to lessen considerably. Still some light to moderate rainfall, even some heavy rain in Manatee County. The rain's not over by any stretch, but that severe weather threat, I think, is. We had numerous reported Doppler indicated tornadoes all across west central Florida. About an hour and a half ago, that has since moved on. You'll notice to the west of us, and we have some light to moderate rain, some breaks occasionally here, and then more rain offshore. All this, again, pushing off to the east associated with that cold front. So although we're going to see less activity in terms of intense storms, we'll still see the potential for some light to moderate precipitation occurring throughout the next couple of hours, and I think even less action as we move past the 6 o'clock hour. But right now it's fairly heavy into Parrish, the rain fairly heavy as well into Hillsborough County, stretching down toward Bradenton. And then these cells are starting to break up somewhat, so that, as I said, potential for severe weather with these is not as great as it once was. We'll still keep an eye on it, obviously, and still some moderate to heavy rain along I-75. Driving pretty tough, especially in Manatee County along US 301 and I-75. We're getting light rain now out on Longboat Key, Anna Marie Island, and Siesta Key at this time. So once again, down to Bradenton and also near Foxley and near Lakewood Ranch, some light to moderate rainfall there. Not the best news for the big outdoor music fest there taking place at Main Street and Music on Main. But there's a possibility it could clear out of there as far as the heavy rainfall goes. But we're still going to see some light rainfall lingering through the evening. And then Englewood, some light rain there as well. Rainfall amounts were pretty impressive across the area. There are no watches, no warnings. As I said, I don't expect any more warnings with these cells as they make their way on. You can see some rainfall estimates up to 0.8 of an inch, nearly an inch near Bee Ridge and I-75, nearly an inch as well near Bayshore Gardens into Manatee County, and 0.3 of an inch in Englewood, but still raining right now. So we'll probably go above that inch level in the next hour or so in some isolated areas. We'll have more on the forecast in just a few. Back to you.
Thanks, Bob. A big Benderson development project in Ellenton is getting even bigger. Manatee County commissioners voting unanimously to allow the developer to modify a portion of the land use so the complex can be expanded. Demand for space at Florida International Trade Port much higher than anticipated, so Benderson is requesting another 50 acres of the land be rezoned to mixed-use designation. That change will be sent to the state for review and comments, and then it will return to the commission in mid-December.
This weekend is the 31st annual Downtown Venice Arts Festival, where more than 150 artists are expected to be showcasing their work. This free 2-day-long event begins tomorrow morning and ends on Sunday evening. It will include sculptors, painters, jewelers, and other creators. The festival has been held right on Venice Avenue in downtown for the last 30 years. And one big question for this year is, where will it be located since there is so much construction? Well, have no fear, it will only be steps away from where it usually is.
So that'll happen around City Hall. It'll be on Venice Avenue at City Hall, and it is one of our biggest art festivals. People really look forward to it with beautiful, beautiful art.
There will also be about 30 different food vendors, and parking will be free on Miami Avenue, Tampa Avenue, Centennial Park, and underneath the Venice Avenue Bridge.
You can also see the largest public photo exhibit in North America, which is now up at Nathan Benderson Park. The Fence exhibit will be on display until the end of January. This traveling attraction draws more than 6 million visitors each year through open-air exhibits like this. Each photo series has a theme or tells a story. The project works to promote the art of photography. The event is free and it features work from around the world.
The Longboat Key Chamber of Commerce is adding a new stamp to its passport. Next May, the Chamber is embarking on another international trip, this time to South Africa with Victoria Falls. Last year, the Chamber traveled with a group to China. This year, the 12-day program will lead travelers on tours through the Victoria Falls on the Zimbabwe side and then take them on a sunset cruise over the Zambezi River. To register, you can stop by the Chamber office, or there will also be an information webinar at 5 p.m. on Wednesday, November 20th. 28th. Sounds fun. Always wanted to go to South Africa.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, we all know stress can drain your body, but we'll tell you about another way stress could be bad for your health.
Plus, how General Motors is increasing its efforts to go green. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
You like to pay less. That's why you made Honda Accord the best-selling midsize car in America. Get the redesigned Accord, the North American Car of the Year, or Civic, a KBB.com Best Buy for less than the competition. Like SUVs and trucks? Get Motor Trend's SUV of the Year, CRV, the 8-passenger Pilot, or Ridgeline truck for up to $4,240 less. Today at your local Honda dealer.
Enjoy fine wine and great foods, all while supporting a great cause. It's the 17th annual Suncoast Food and Wine Fest, happening Saturday, November 10th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Premier Sports Campus in Lakewood Ranch. Taste hundreds of wines from around the world and sample great food from the area's finest restaurants. All proceeds go to local charities and Rotary projects. For tickets and information, visit suncoastfoodandwinefest.com.
There are lots of people who are confused about which Medicare plan is right for them.
Hey, that's me. I barely know where to start.
Well, start here with me, Karen. I'm a licensed Humana sales agent.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Karen. I'm John Smith.
Hi, John. At Humana, we know you're unique, so you have different needs from other John Smiths.
Yeah, I've always thought so.
And together, we can find a plan that's right for you.
Great. I go to the doctor a couple of times a year, and I have some prescriptions, but I'm never fully sure of what's covered and what's not.
With Humana's all-in-one Medicare Advantage plans, you get coverage for hospital stays, doctor visits, and Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable and sometimes no monthly plan premium.
Do you have any more information?
Sure, I'll get a decision guide in the mail to you today. They're free.
Finally, someone who understands the real me.
Your health and happiness is important to us. Call or go online now to get your free decision guide. Call a licensed Humana sales agent today.
I heard about the Dotole Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotole Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
As quickly as the school district was tasked with starting its own police force, staff also had to install a new mental health plan as required in the state's just passed Public Safety Act.
As a result, Sarasota County is preparing to hold a town hall to involve you in that conversation about growing mental health services in schools. ABC 7's Taylor Torregano has more details about those plans.
Jacqueline Scott, today I spoke with the district about all of its new efforts to make sure every student here in the county has that access to mental health care. But I also sat down with one of their newest partners, an organization who, with the help of USF, has just launched a first-of-its-kind county-wide scan to identify the gaps in mental health services.
We are well aware that trauma creates a lot of factors that impact a student when they're exiting school.
Trauma that starts at home and if not treated can have devastating impacts on the child and their peers.
So we're doing a comprehensive overall support for students and families. This is a journey. We're observing, we're monitoring, we're adjusting the services. We have a lot of agencies in our community that have stepped up and are partnering with us.
Agencies like the Barancik Foundation, one of the school district's newest partners.
We'll really do something. Not just a Band-Aid either. This will be I think, a systemic approach to improving the system.
Their first course of action, partnering with USF and the Gulf Coast Community Foundation to fund a mental health scan of our community.
They're looking at it from a lot of different angles. So it's a mental health scan, but looking at the entire environment in which that happens. Our primary focus is going to be between conception to the age 24.
Funding that, plus another $350,000 to tackle the initial issues that come from the scan, to be complete in February. On Thursday, the Sarasota County School District is holding a digital town hall. It will spread awareness about this and the importance of these partnerships that enable staff to offer the services that their students so desperately need.
What is happening with a student? What necessary services do they need in the family? And we're also bringing training to the schools, to the students through the clubs and organizations about opportunities. If they see something, they say something, and they access those supports and services in the community.
In part thanks to that $1 million Sarasota County received from the state for mental health services, there are now therapists at 16 elementary schools, 5 middle schools, and at every high school there's a triage of services that include both mental and behavioral health. The district says every campus also has at least one school guidance counselor, a social worker, and a psychologist. I'm reporting from the Landings, Taylor Torgano, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Taylor, thank you. If you live a high-stress life, you could have memory loss and brain shrinkage before you turn 50. Andy Rose has a closer look at a report shining new light on the impact stress has on your brain.
We all know stress can drain your body. Now a new study shows it may also shrink your brain. It's published in the journal Neurology. Researchers found a link between high levels of the stress hormone cortisol and brain size and function. Cortisol is a hormone released when we are stressed and on high alert. Researchers say that if you're constantly stressed, your body may malfunction, leading to heart disease, headaches, weight gain, and trouble sleeping. But this latest research found high cortisol levels also take a toll on your brain. Researchers say stress can also lead to memory loss and concentration issues. The study looked at more than 2,000 people who took tests to measure their thinking skills. About 8 years after the first test, researchers found people with the highest levels of cortisol had the most memory loss. Researchers also discovered cortisol affects a brain's structure and size, saying high levels of the hormone were linked with damage to some parts of the brain. The study also suggests people with higher cortisol levels had smaller brains. For today's Health Minute, I'm Andy Rose.
First Alert Weather Forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Well, we were stressed out earlier today, but not now. Things have calmed down here. We're still getting the rainfall, but not nearly as intense as it once was, and it looks like for the most part any kind of severe weather threat is over for us. We'll still see moderate showers, maybe even some heavy showers here in the next couple of hours, and then things should start to calm down and kind of spread out as far as that rain goes. The thunderstorms more inland, Hardy, DeSoto, Highlands County. We could see an isolated thunderstorm near the coast, but clearing and cooler on Saturday, so that'll be the best day of the two, although Sunday morning shouldn't be terrible. It'll be okay, and then we'll see more rain in the afternoon and evening as this same front that brings us all this rain tonight starts to move back northward as a warm front on Sunday afternoon. Well, the driving force of this low pressure area moving through the Ohio Valley now is have this cold front draped from it all the way through central Florida now. And this front will be really the front's back here, but this is the prefrontal trough that brought us all the rough weather. You can still see some heavy rainfall and the potential for severe weather near Fort Myers, stretching all the way up through Highlands County now. It has cleared Arcadia as far as any kind of severe weather threat. You'll notice how intense that line was with that bow echo showing up right there across right through Polk County and then off toward Orlando. But you don't see that intensity now on the scale. We still see some light to moderate precipitation in parts of Manatee County, Sarasota County, but this is a little heavier there near Ruskin, stretching up toward Tampa. You can see spotty showers near Inglewood, Venice, Northport. But notice there's not a lot of lightning depicted at all with these cells right now. That would indicate also that we're seeing some weakening to the squall line. Winds out of the west, and then they'll switch to the northwest tomorrow morning. A quick turnaround to the northeast by the afternoon, so better news for beachgoers tomorrow. In the afternoon, it'll be out of the northeast at 10 to 15 miles an hour. And then we will see that front move through and change our winds around to the south. And that means warmer weather. Highs will be back into the 80s as early as Sunday. Tomorrow, high temperatures, though, only in the mid-70s. It will feel nice out there. We'll see a few clouds around now and again, and some high clouds moving on by. Lows tonight, tomorrow morning to start things off, will be in the mid-60s. While the GFS forecast model showing some rain still lingering light, and it'll be scattered up through the 8 o'clock hour. Then most of it should be over after that. Then for Saturday morning, things look good. I said some high clouds will be around, but generally sunny skies expected. And then here comes the front. Back on Sunday, you start to see this fill in with the green there, indicating the rainfall starting to move up to the north. It could be an afternoon and evening event as far as rain goes, scattered about. Another weak front comes down on Tuesday and Wednesday, and not expected to do a whole lot. But we're in this very fast-moving weather pattern. Every 3-4 days, we see a front move through along the sun coast. 69 right now, the humidity 96%. Winds are out of the west-southwest at 3, so those winds have calmed down after we had a gust up to 40 miles an hour at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport around 4. 81 degrees the high today, 68 the low, although we'll probably go below that before midnight tonight. And then the rest of the U.S., you can see these series of low-pressure centers kind of digging along the jet stream all the way down into the deep south. And that's what we're going to see, another one developing behind it over the northern Rockies. Well, here's the forecast for boating tomorrow. A bit breezy out there. Winds will be out of the northeast at 15 knots, and seas will be 2 to 4 feet with a moderate chop on the bays and inland waters, and looks like a little less wind on Sunday. Well, here's the extended forecast. As it looks, we'll see a chance for showers, I mentioned, through this evening, then not much on Saturday at all. 60% chance on Sunday in the afternoon and evening, and 30% chance on Monday, Tuesday. Looks to be pretty good. Didn't get a chance to go out fishing with Captain Johnny this week, but this one, Captain Nate did. Captain Nate Wiseman took this gentleman out, and he caught a big red. That's up in North Sarasota Bay, up near the Manatee River. Also, his other customer also caught a huge snook. Both those had to be released. And recently, Coach Steve Herrick catching this big snook out on the islands there. And Captain Ray Markham, this morning, and Irvin, his 81st birthday, caught this nice big snook that you see right there. Happy 81st. A lot of folks coming down still from up north. Welcome back, by the way, but remember, if you haven't seen it, there's an executive order, no keeping of snook or redfish, even if they're in the slot. You have to release them because of all the fish that were killed during our red tide outbreak, which is, by the way, still going on. Although it's breaking up a little bit right now, there's patchy areas of it still pretty heavy.
Right. Okay. Bob, thank you so much.
We'll take a look at your first alert traffic for the drive home right now. We are seeing a crash on State Road 70 in the westbound lanes at Post Boulevard. That's causing some minor backups in that area, so keep that in mind as you head home. Scott?
In consumer news, the Federal Trade Commission is proposing free credit monitoring for active military. The FTC's proposed rule would require the nationwide consumer reporting agencies, Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, and others, to provide free electronic credit monitoring that would notify active duty military members within 24 hours of any additions or modifications to their credit files.
Starbucks is looking to continue expanding its brand worldwide next year. Yesterday, the coffee giant announced it plans to open 2,100 new stores in 2019. While it's still unclear where those stores will open, the CEO says Starbucks plans to focus on long-term growth markets in the U.S. and China. Starbucks has more than 29,000 restaurants in operation. This news comes as Starbucks is also touting its earnings. Revenue grew to more than $6 billion in July, August, and September of this year.
General Motors is increasing its efforts to go green by getting into the electric bike business. Today, GM unveiling 2 e-bikes that will go on sale next year. One of the designs is foldable. Both are pedal bikes that also have a small battery pack and an electric motor. As a rider pedals, the electric motor provides additional power. Some e-bikes can run on electricity alone with no pedaling, but GM wouldn't say whether its new bikes will run entirely on that electric power.
Well, online holiday sales are already skyrocketing. A new forecast says consumers will spend more than $124 billion online this year. That's nearly 15% more than last year. Cyber Monday, of course, will be the busiest day, followed by Black Friday. And I'm already making my list for the holidays for gifts. I don't know about you.
You're way ahead of most people. Entertainment news is next. Stay with us.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
Christmas Traditions by LuxArt Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by LuxArt Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Since 1847, the Grand Hotel has earned a worldwide reputation for elegance and hospitality. Now the Grand has been transformed with reimagined rooms and suites and exceptional fine dining and meeting spaces. The spa is more luxurious, and championship golf will test your game, all overlooking beautiful Mobile Bay. The Grand Hotel Golf Resort and Spa. Timeless elegance transformed. For reservations, visit grand1847.com.
Each day, researchers make discoveries that bring us closer to the moment when all cancer patients can become survivors. Their progress is made possible with the help of clinical trials. Clinical trials are the brightest torch researchers have to light their way towards better treatments. And if you've been diagnosed with cancer, they may be your brightest ray of hope. Speak with your doctor and visit standuptocancer.org/clinical trials to learn more. Together, we can stand up for all of us.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7.
He's gotten thousands of dollars from lobbyists or from an undercover FBI agent.
I have not called the president a racist, but there are racists and his sympathizers who believe that he may be.
Down to the wire, the most exciting race for Florida governor ever, and what impact is President Trump having? I'm Alan Cohn. You'll never know who will drop into the trap.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
In entertainment news, Alec Baldwin is arrested after getting into a parking scuffle in New York City.
Witnesses say the actor got into an argument with another man over a parking spot. It all happened around 2 p.m. near his home in Manhattan. Police say the actor punched someone who took a parking space he was attempting to hold for himself. Baldwin was placed under arrest and taken to the NYPD's 6th precinct. He was released just over an hour ago. He is expected to be charged with third-degree assault.
The Upside Down is staying open for an extra day. Universal Orlando Resort says its haunted house recreating the Netflix hit Stranger Things will stay open for a previously unscheduled day next Tuesday, Election Day. The Stranger Things maze is one of 10 haunted houses at the park for Halloween Horror Nights, which was scheduled to end on Saturday. Universal officials say it is in honor of the anniversary of the disappearance of Will Byers, the fictional character of the show who vanishes into the hellish upside-down world.
Well, it looks like there will be a new box office queen this weekend. The biopic Bohemian Rhapsody should take the top spot. Projections have it bringing in around $35 to $40 million, and that should be enough to put Disney's The Nutcracker and The Four Realms in second, maybe $25 million, and then around $15 million for the Tyler Perry comedy Nobody's Fool.
The search is back on to find the next American Idol. Judges Lionel Richie, Katy Perry, and Luke Bryan took a break from auditions in New York to talk about the new season and the new round of talent.
I mean, you guys will end up ultimately telling us, but we think we've learned a lot and we're applying it.
But this year, with hands down, we are on our mission now.
It'll be on the air soon. Can't wait.
And Katy Perry's pretty entertaining as a judge.
Yes.
Well, stay with us. We'll be right back with more news and weather.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
Blue 32, Blue 32, hot, hot. It's the Gettle Gridiron Challenge. The game's on to sell 2,000 vehicles. 12 teams compete for the #1 spot. Score a great deal at every Gettle dealership. Buy with 0 down. Make no payments for 90 days. Choose from 14 of your favorite brands, all on sale. Who will make it to the end zone? You decide. Rush to a Gettle location near you or visit Gettle.com.
Gettle's got it. Find out first at 4 on the Suncoast with ABC 7 News at 4. ABC 7 News at 4 starts with a detailed look at your first alert weather forecast to help you plan and prepare. We give you a fresh, fast-paced rundown of the day's top stories and videos, including breaking news, live updates, and traffic hotspots, all at a new, more convenient time. Find out first at 4, weekdays on ABC 7.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon? You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Every week on Animal Outtakes, it's a new animal adventure. We're taking a look back at some of our favorite stories. We couldn't forget this one, which had us involved in the training of search and rescue dogs. And
so we give them as comfortable and natural an existence as we can.
The Homosassa Springs Wildlife State Park offers visitors not just breathtaking scenery, but up-close encounters with native Florida wildlife.
Teachers inspire our children and promote a lifetime of learning. So ABC7 and Gettle Automotive want to honor these chalkboard champions by giving them the chance to win $500. But we need your help. Go to mysuncoast.com/chalkboardchampions to nominate an outstanding teacher who's really making a difference. And each month we'll deliver $500 to one teacher in Sarasota County and one teacher in Manatee County. Go to mysuncoast.com and nominate your chalkboard champion today.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on MySuncoast.com.